Hi, I am Michael from Jamaica, and in my head, I have the stock recommendations for your financial independence, man. Today's video is an update on the company's NANO Dimension and LIVENT Corporation. Since the start of our investment in the two companies, a lot has happened, and we have been shaken up by the market. Hey, I will show you how our own performance has developed using the current chart. We also talk about the news on NANO and LIVENT. Furthermore, I have pinned the winner of our Bitcoin raffle from last week above the comments on our current video. And with the current video, a new round of raffle starts. So good luck, man. Hey, if this topic interests you, then stay tuned. After the rich disclaimer, we continue. Let's start our update with NANO Dimensions. If you don't know our basic video on the topic yet, you can find it on our YouTube channel under the name Nano Stock Analysis, NNDM, the game changer in 3D electronics printing. The innovative idea behind the company is still valid. Printed circuit boards produced using the 3D printing process, and 3D printing is still a fundamental element and the Industrial Revolution 4.0. Additive manufacturing of electronics will play a significant role in shaping this industry. The big question is, what place will Nano have in it? So, what's new at NANO Dimension? Well, during the COVID-19 crisis, there was congestion in distribution, which led to a considerable drop in sales. Nano is still suffering from this, and sales are still lagging behind the 2019 sales figures. But the company has used the time to further improve the Dragonfly LDM, and the devices already sold are being upgraded accordingly. But it's not just the printer that has been updated. The special Nano ink has also undergone an innovative lifting. However, the new Dragonfly 4 printer is eagerly awaited. It is due to be delivered in the summer. The company speaks of a breakthrough in research and development and expects a significant boost in customer demand. The increasing opening up of the COVID-19 bracket should also have a positive effect on sales. The acquisition of Nanofabrica, which has been completed in a further revenue driver. The acquisition will not only increase sales, Nanofabrica will also create cost synergies through shared distribution channels. In addition, the two different printing technologies can probably be combined with NANO Dimension's 3D manufacturing equipment. So it's a great deal that fits ideally into the company's sales and manufacturing structure. You see, the acquisition of DeepCube is not quite so great. DeepCube is a company that develops algorithms to improve data analysis and applies intelligent systems based on deep learning. This takeover was discussed very controversially in the media because superficially there is no common ground between the two companies. In addition, DeepCube was founded by two board members of NANO Dimension, which makes the deal seem somewhat disreputable. A CEO, Yoav Stern, explains the purchase of DeepCube by saying that part of DeepCube's technology acts as the brain for the neural network of edge computing devices, and that Nano wants to use this technology for its own future edge devices. We here at Stock Screener Island are not quite sure how this is going to work, but we are not experts on this either, so we will give the CEO a benefit of the doubt for now. But we are keeping the problem in mind. Now to our Nano investment performance. After the share had performed very well since the end of 2020, we decided to make our first purchase. We placed a buy order at 10.40, which was executed on the 14th of January. A total of 4 partial orders were planned. The second order was executed on the 2nd of February at 15.02. After a double top formed On the 10th of February, we already suspected that something bad was about to happen. And so, as a precaution, we placed a sell order at 12.80 in the market. This was executed on the 22nd of February. Since not only Nano was sold off at this point, but practically the entire growth technology market, we waited for another chance to get in. This opportunity presented itself on the 12th of March, and at a price of 9.90, we entered the market again. In retrospect, this purchase turned out to be a mistake. Just one day later, the price reached its local high and has been falling continuously ever since. If we now take a closer look at the chart situation at the time, it becomes clear that our market entry was not based on technical chart logic, but on greed. From a technical chart point of view, we should have waited for the overcoming of the local high at 12.45, man. So, where do we go from here? Well, we could end the trade with a loss since we are only in the market with an initial partial position. Closing the trade would not cost us any sleepless nights. But even if not everything runs smoothly at Nano Dimension, we are still convinced of the business model. 3D printing is an important part of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, and Nano is the innovative leader in printing circuit boards. The company has also been able to strengthen itself with the acquisition of Nano Fabrica, and as the global economy continues to normalize after Corona, we are holding on to our position. Furthermore, we think all prices between 5.70 and 6.80 are buy prices. This means that if it goes down again in this direction, we will buy there. If the market decides to move in the other direction and can sustainably overcome the resistance at 8.42, this is a bullish signal that we will also use to buy. Well, so much for Nano Dimension update. Now, to our update on LIVENT. If you don't know our basic video on this topic, you can find it on our YouTube channel under the name LIVENT Stock Analysis. Will LIVENT increase your investment tenfold? To be clear, at the moment it does not look as if LIVENT wants to increase its shareholder investment tenfold. But our confidence in the company's business model is on firm footing, man. As we showed in our video, LIVENT Stock Analysis, the consumption of lithium will increase disproportionately in almost all areas of life. But even the rapidly growing demand for lithium in the era of e-mobility would be sufficient for a stable price development of the share. The increase in economic normality also speaks clearly in favor of LIVENT here. It was clear to us from the outset that an investment in LIVENT is not a sprint. No, man, not a sprint, but a marathon. You see, I will now show you on the chart how our investment has developed. Many of you will have entered the market at the break of the local high at 12.29 or even earlier. Unfortunately, we slept through that. We therefore decided on the delayed entry at 15.55 on 23rd of November and a subsequent purchase 1 month later at 18.36. After the all-time high of 23.99 in January, the share started to decline steadily. On the 29th of January, the share price reached a first low of 17.93. From there, a new attack on the all-time high was launched. This attempt ended miserably with a double top formation. A deep market correction now became increasingly likely, and since we have a time horizon of 2025 for this investment, we actually wanted to let things run their course. However, due to the fact that the entire technology sector corrected strongly, we decided to place a sell order below the local low at 17.85. The idea was to re-enter the market a little later and as cheaply as possible. The expected correction came and developed to the new local low at 14.73. From there, the market steadily formed a series of higher lows, but all the highs ended around 19.50, and so a strong horizontal resistance was formed there. And with such a significant chart formation, the probability increased that resistance could soon be broken. So we placed a new buy order in the market at 16.43. This was executed on the 21st of April, when the resistance was finally broken on the 27th of May. The world was all right again for the shareholders. But not for long. The situation changed abruptly when the company announced a further share dilution on the 9th of June. And by the 18th of June, the share price had fallen by over 20%. So, is there a happy ending for our investment? For us, the current situation is as follows. The trend line is our borderline. We do not want to go much lower. So we have placed a stop loss order in the market just below it at 16.80. If this order is executed, we will buy into the market again at a later date. Well, so much for LIVENT Corporation update. Listen, man, if this video has brought you any intellectual added value, please leave a comment. We are also happy to answer any criticisms or suggestions. Have fun and good luck with your investment. Yeah, man.